Chris, if you would, please tell us about the plans for Tampa International Airport. Presumably COVID has slowed down plans for expansion and additional flights, but what is the airport planning in order to match the rate of growth that the area is now experiencing?
That's a brilliant question. And we're really proud in this community of Tampa International Airport. We're a championship community. And I think that people think of Tampa International Airport sometimes as our fourth major, big team. Every time we've had a success or a win, a new international nonstop flight, man, we're on the front page of all the papers and all the media comes out, and it's very, very exciting because I think this community, number one, they appreciate having one of the top globally ranked airports for customer satisfaction. It's a beautiful facility and very efficient. But also, we're sitting here on the waterfront in South Tampa, and I swear to you, we can hop in my car right now and I can have you at the ticket counter in less than 10 minutes. I mean, think of where else can you go and have that level of convenience. It's just brilliant. The pandemic has definitely had an impact on Tampa International Airport and the entire aviation business. If you go back to last April, we saw 96% of our passenger traffic evaporate. And you can't plan for that. That's a really horrifying kind of a thing. But we were very grateful that Tampa International Airport and this market have been so strong, and the airlines believe so much in the activity in this market that we've been one of the fastest growing airports to recover over the last year. For about the last 3 months, we've seen about half of our pre-pandemic travelers are back to traveling in and out of Tampa International Airport. And from an airline point of view, what they see is that Tampa Bay is a little bit unique among major Florida markets, because we have Fortune 500 corporations who are here. We have MacDill Air Force Base, which is in our backyard right here. We also have a tremendous number of small and medium-sized businesses, in part, Noah, who have actually picked Tampa Bay as a place to live because of the convenience of an airport that has Southwest, American, Delta, United, JetBlue, Spirit, Frontier, you name it, they're here. And that means you can get nonstop flights at low prices to the places you want to go. You mentioned connectivity to the West Coast. San Francisco, that's a market that was unserved for many years. But because of the team approach, Noah, that you were talking about, we brought together Craig and his team, along with both of our convention and visitors bureaus, as well as our chambers of commerce. And we went to United Airlines and said, here is the market in its totality, and this is the opportunity you're missing. That market pre-pandemic was up to double daily nonstop flights on United, and Alaska Airlines bringing now nonstop flights as well. Competition into a transcon market, that's a big investment from an airline point of view. This month, Southwest Airlines is bringing back San Diego. And so, there's so much activity that is happening in our market, both from an inbound demand perspective. We've got right now, TripAdvisor just ranked St. Pete Beach as the #1 in all of the United States. And there are 3 other beaches just across the bay here that are in the top 20. So people absolutely want to come here. Then you talk about all the people who are moving here, that creates more demand. And on top of that, if you look at the Brookings Institution, for example, they've rated Tampa Bay at the very top of all 20 largest metro areas in the United States for having the lowest number of reduced work hours, maintaining the highest number of people that are still going to their jobs. Our unemployment was the 5th lowest affected of all those top 20 metro areas. And so people here in Tampa Bay have jobs and they have disposable income to be able to travel. Their businesses are still thriving, and so we even have business travel. So as we look at March, we have 75% of the seat capacity that we had pre-pandemic. And we're going into our spring break period. This is a really thriving time for this region. So, we've got more people getting shots in arms, Mayor. I think that there is a spirit of excitement, not just in Tampa Bay, but, across the entire nation. And we're going to see that lift. So we're very optimistic for the rest of the year.